Hi, I'm Mindie Burgoyne, and I'm standing here in front of East Creek in Marion Station, Somerset County, Maryland. I'm on a bridge that has been known as Crybaby Bridge. It's one of 4 bridges I know of on the Eastern Shore with that term attached to it. And it seems that there are people who will come here on this bridge to fish. You'll see it's just a 2-lane road here. They'll fish off the edge of the bridge, or there's some people that actually live along East Creek near this bridge. And over the years, people have reported hearing what sounds like the sound of a child screaming and then stopping all at once. So like the cry of terror coming from a child and then gone. Now, the reports have been in folklore collections, they've been in personal commentary, and still even today people will report on the Facebook page that we have that they've heard that cry coming off this bridge. It's interesting too because this bridge is tied to the memory of a child, or a child has lost its life here on this bridge, and that was little Annie Connor back in 1875. On July 29th, it was very rainy. And a storm was coming up right in this area. The Connor family lived down the road this way, less than a mile. And coming from this direction, Eliza Connor and her 4-year-old daughter Annie were approaching in their horse and carriage. Now, there were no edges here or guardrails or any type of railings on the bridge. At that time, it was known as Mill Dam Bridge. And as they came over the bridge, the horse was spooked by a clap of thunder and went over the edge. And try as she could, Eliza could not get to Annie. Both of them were in the water, and the water was moving so swiftly at that time that Annie was washed away, and she wasn't recovered for days. It was a terrible tragedy for the Connor family. But it was a child that lost her life here. So do we know? Is the cry tied to the spirit of little Annie Connor? We don't know. Of course we don't. But it is pretty interesting that after a death of a child, over 100 years later, you hear stories about people hearing a child. But it is, when it's very still and quiet and you stand here all by yourself here on East Creek like it is today, very, very still, there is a surreal feeling on this bridge. This bridge is featured on our bus tour, Somerset County bus tour, so if you get a chance to go on that, you can hear more of the story. But I'm Mindie Burgoyne, and this is your Haunted Minutes.